Alrighty, everybody, welcome to today's stream, the second stream of today, 2 of 3, one more later this evening, but this will be between Helios and Omen here on Town Center. With Helios as the allies and Omen as the axis, we have a, so it's going to be a nice little fight here amongst all the little buildings. Plenty of proxy satchels will be seen. The axis, of course, having the opening cap advantage. With their easier truck routes inside of the point, the allies, we'll see if Helios has anything in store. Commanding for Helios today is Icon. So I commanded the last night against ESPT in a nice, wonderful, lovely match on Omaha. Icon gets his turn today on Carentan against Omen. So we have, for the loadout of Helios, let's take a look. We're going to have transport truck, medium right down the middle of the road. We have another supply truck right there. Down to the south, we have another supply truck that's going Foxhole, Norman, and Camco. Then we have our recon vehicle. So looking at a double Stewie loadout, one Greyhound. One Greyhound, double Stewie, one medium, and then the truck up there to the north. Okay, supplies following LAT gun all the way up here by Robo and I think it was Pop-Tart I did see up there. Robo and Robert. Okay, 25 seconds left to go. So we'll see if they get an opening truck snipe, maybe. Go and monitor the border right here. See what we got here for Omen rolling on forward. So Carentan, yes, favored to be camped by the Axis. Now the wild card will be the church area where we expect the allies to flood a bunch of bodies. See if they can wrap around. See what that AT gun tries to get there. Should be monitor. We have two Luxes rolling down the main road along with the P4 in support. Try to keep an eye out for Omen and what all they have going on. They may have, they're going to have one truck down, two trucks down there to the south, and there'll be two trucks over here to the north with the supply truck. Not sure where that AT going to be firing, but we'll try to keep an eye on things. Rocket sail on forward there. More rockets, more rockets. Luke's still heading down the main road along with the one transport truck that did sail on over there. Omen gets out to the north right there. Take a look real quick. I don't think, no CE from either side yet, so nobody hit anything. Clint Gibbs, strafe and run comes on through. And all right, so opening camp progress goes in favor of Omen as they have more bodies inside the circle. They have the double Lukes, the one Luke's down to the south, it looks like. One Stewie poking out here. Rocket sails on past from Franz. Take a look at the map situation. Strafe run coming in from Commander Icon. All bodies pretty spread out. The Luke's on the hard cap in position here. One Stewie over here by Church. Church control goes in favor of Helios. Omen, though, spreading amongst these houses here. Trying to get behind where the Stewie and the mediums are going to be. And it looks like the first cap may go in favor. Bunch of very good map controlled by Helios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 garrisons already up on the board. AT gun over here to the top left by Robert. And the cap looks like it's gonna be flipping here as to be expected for Town Center. And okay, Omen will go up 3-2 off the opening fourth point for the allies. Is derailed train. Fourth point is rail crossing for the Axis. But very good spread. Don't expect many leakages going on. Rowdy up here to the far north, patrolling the perimeter. Sherman going down the alleyway right here. The Sherman crewed by first responder, last responder, and middle responder. getting a good angle here down the alleyway. Toya trying to get out, but Proxy Satchel goes on, but they're okay. Kapka's going to push on up with the coverage of the medium. Kapka peeks around the alleyway, going up against Laszlo here in a second, takes out Laszlo. Kapka's going to continue here, looking to get any OPs. Kapka waits, Kapka waits. Kapka's going to look to, oh, he's holding off, maybe he'll look to put his OP up here. Fires one shot against Clink. A nade was tossed over by Eversman. Eversman gets a couple. Gibbs peeks around the corner. Gibbs gets taken out himself too. Eversman with a nice triple. Nice little triple. Sherman peeks out around the alleyway there with the Stewie. That situation looks really, really solid. Over here to the north, Helios controlling the church, but the front door looking a little bit light, but Omen doesn't have any bodies there either. So they will be good to go. Explosion does happen to the rear. We do have one Luke still monitoring the alleyway in the back line. Let's see if that... Okay, Panzer IV is back here. Just helping control the church. Rowdy up here watching the border, making sure nothing sneaks by. Let's go check out Rowdy. We'll see what he's got going on up here. He's going up against Ark. And that's about it. One squad lead versus one squad lead. Ark poking around, poking around. Rowdy's going to wait there. Rowdy's looking the other way. Closer and closer they get to each other. Rowdy hears the Kavir, but Rowdy gets outshot there by Ark. China guys over there to support just in case, though. Warehouse control pretty much in favor of Helios. Mystic is up there, though, possibly with a proxy satchel. Gets taken out by Donald Pump. Did we have the one Stewie over here by the church? Yes, we do. The Lukes must have been... Oh, no, the Lukes is still here in the alleyway. But the Stewie has some smoke in front of it, so they're both just staring at each other. Lukes moves on forward. Remember, there's a very specific spot in front of the Stewie you have to hit, or start in front of the Lukes you have to hit with the Stewie. Stewie's trying to get that exact spot. And the duel will continue. Rocket sails on forward into the church tower. Comes in from static. Everything looks good over there on the front line, though. Everything looks good. Stewart down there to the bottom. Moving on westward, just relocating. Map control looks really, really good. Just maybe a little bit of gap down here. We'll see if Omen is able to exploit that a little bit, but just a little hole in the line. Looks like the Lukes just did get popped. Another tank sailing down the alleyway goes Baba Badooey. That was another Lukes. So both Lukeses for the Axis are no more. May have hit a mine, actually. Or there was... Maybe it was the medium who turned around and got him. Last responder. Holding still Grandpa there in the middle of town center. Supply drops falling all the way over here to the top of H3. Commander Icon just preempting that just in case. There to capture town center. They could send an SL up there to get that garrison ready to go. Stewie relocating down to the south to help plug the gap. Lines looking really good. Just have a couple SLs over here coming behind Papa Bear Baker. Papa Bear Baker looks to hold. Ooh, one of them gets wiped. Stewie coming on forward here to help hold the line. That was the gap we were talking about. Now it is filled. So great north to south coverage. Only thing is the Rowdy's over there by himself. But so far we just see Omen dedicating one Raspberry up there to go 1v1%. But then again, it's a long, long ways away from the rail train. But once again, I'm trying to control map edge to edge coverage. Jumbo 76 called in, so I think that'd be the first Jumbo on the board. Take a look here. We have one medium, then we have the Stewie, of course, and then the one jumbo in the middle. Okay, so 3 tanks up on the board for Helios. Rocket sails on forward and gets the Sherman. Comes in from Otis. Threads that shot. Alrighty, so Helios will look to load up another heavy here shortly. Panzer IV coming up by the church. Helping to blast this infantry away. And they should get intel that the medium 75 has been taken out. So they'll have a little bit more freedom here. Although in Carentan, you got to watch out for all those sneaky little AT players coming about. So it's not as easy as in other maps. If you think about a point like SME checkpoint, where once the tank knows the enemy is down, they can push on forward with a little bit more ease in other points. Or, of course, map like Kursk, Kharkov. Cooked Swift coming around the corner here. All the smoke going off here. Swift. Take us a chance. Mike over there to the right. Oh, Swift gets wiped. Access supplies falling right there in the courtyard. More allied supplies falling over here to the far east. Rocket sails on forward there, but does the Cherries come around the corner along with elements? And Panzer IV is going to have great control over there to be able to help support the infantry as they push on forward here to gain that alleyway. As Al trying to find his way back here, but doesn't make it too far. Over here to the warehouse, Omen has gotten control back over it. Robo finding himself the next MG spot. Not many northern raspberries to worry about, just Rhoda and Ark. So far, Rowdy's contesting with them, going back and forth, along with Kim Jong-un. And a nice, quieter part of the battlefield. Everything seems pretty stable, though. No crazy breakthroughs. Omen, the latest update has been Omen and been able to capture that church. Everything else still looks relatively tame. Yuz outside of his tank doing a little bit of repair action. Dr. Doof looking to make a move here, perhaps. May hear the repair torches go off. He's taking a second to bandage. Yuz jumps back on top. Yuz looking around. Oh, but Yuz gets popped as he tries to lie down. And Yuz rolls off the tank. Garrison network still looks very, very solid. Rowdy did lose his OP over there, so we may see some Omen body sneak on through the northern side. Commander Icon driving up here with a supply truck, maybe to get a preemptive backup garrison over here somewhere. As Helios will look to establish one more red zone garrison, perhaps they're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have one open Gary spot remaining. Widow pops one. Gets taken out by Franz. Over here in the middle of town center, Helios may have a chance to break through the little courtyard. Torta Pounder, Clink coming over the alleyway. Boobly leicht. Looking to maybe put some mines down here to intercept them. The first jumbos making their way down the alleyway over here. There they are to the top of our screen. Moving up slowly, perhaps, to help support Church. As that'll be one of the key parts for Helios to capture in order to make sure they're able to hold onto town center. As you can see here, the line is very, very solid. Stretching from all the way from north down to south. Good slant line pushing towards town center. Trying to contain Omen here around the church area, especially keeping them from breaking out here. 76 up to support. Scharfschütze. We have one. The opening P4 is still alive. I think we have a Tiger back here too. Yep, okay. Opening P4 and Tiger. Thank you to support the church defense. Proxy Central goes off on the main road. Clink coming around the corner, gets taken out by Lasso. Defense for the Allies today. Death Vice back here, rocking the MG position to hold back all this eastern territory of train. Dedicated MGs are a big part of competitive Helios, of course. Death Vice with a fantastic view there down the train station, down the railroad tracks. He'll be able to hold down a bunch of territory from his little spot. And Gas Mask checking out the hard cap, and he will just monitor the strong point to make sure there's no raspberries making their way through. And so far we do have Popolo over here on the right that is going on the very, very far edge, coming around. So Popo will look to make something happen. Looking to put down his watch here momentarily, do a double support swap right here on the border. But Helios does have this garrison down here. The China guy comes on forward. So if Omen does cross the road, they most likely will ping that garrison, and Helios will respond accordingly. So we'll keep an eye out down here, see what else develops. Gas Mask just walking around, making sure everything's okay. Nothing else in the back line for Helios. Helios right now trying to get control over the church while maintaining a line everywhere else. Excel, static. Static gets wiped. A little bit of a ping lag right there, as we saw. Strafer run rolls on forward through town center. Wasn't too sure if I heard an airhead plane, so just checking the skies real quick. Plane flying above right there. I think that was supplies falling to the back of rail crossing. Tiger holding the alleyway right here. Got a good coverage from Church. 76 from Helios. Oh, did they get taken out? Unless they relocated. I think I'm sure that'd be the... Unless they relocated. I don't think they got taken out this quickly. So we have two 76s up on the board. I don't think they did. I think that's because we have 1, 2, and then plus that whole Stewie down there to the south. So I think they just relocated from north to south, trying to find a better angle of approach. 76 pushing their way up here. We do have twin. Dank Nugs takes him out, though. 76 pops the Panzer IV in the alleyway. Rocket sails on forward to the side, but that was a key little defensive piece to remove and create some space for the infantry. So we have one Stewie, one heavy down here to the south. Map control looks great. Jig squad down there to patrol the border. Everything else looks solid. Rowdy patrolling up here with Kim Jong-un. Omen does have a chance here to push out the alleyway a little bit. Okay, there we go. There's the meat grind squad coming back in. Clink, Torture Pounder, and Gibbs. Torture Pounder gets absolutely obliterated there by artillery, unfortunately. Clink! Gets taken out by the proxy show. Gibbs is going to look to peek here. Nope, no, he's not. And that is a definition of meat grind right there. For those of you unawares of too much of the competitive LLUC, meat grind is one who suffers the most usually during a match as far as when it comes to artillery. Tanks, firing, MGs, all that kind of stuff. They take the most of the punishment. Torta Pounder looking to throw some grenades right here. Nope, but not much longer. Bunabialai is going to look to come up here and find this OP. And he gets the OP. He gets wiped by the artillery, but does get the outpost. Bombing run coming on forward. That's going to be an Axis bombing run looking to clear out this alleyway just a little bit. That 76 is right there, remember, so it's going to be fully tracked now. It's going to back up and try to get out here. Does Omen have anything in store down for them? Doesn't look to be. Don't see any Tigers that could potentially intercept them from the rears. We have a Stewie working their way around. That's about it, but that 76 will get back to safety. Omen's starting to dedicate a few more bodies down here to the south, but Helios is able to contest with them. Gas Mask and China Guy holding them off. Stewie does get popped over the distance. Third jumbo should be coming up momentarily. Airhead plane called in. This is going to be an Omen airhead. Omen's airhead is going right over here. Okay, so Omen opting for a little bit of a deep backline airhead. Just to get something happening, just to leak a few. And right here behind the hedges. There we go. Yeah. No real opportunity for Helios. Jig Blind Panda is going to attempt to work his way up here, but he's going to be a little bit farther away. And that spawn wave will come in around the 106.10 mark or so. 106.10. Blind Panda about 30. I think he'll be a little bit too far away. So we'll keep an eye on that. We do have an AT gun up here to the north. Robert may have a shot on it. I don't know. But this will give Omen an opportunity here to leak some bodies into the back line. Panda's getting close. Spawn wave. First spawn wave from Omen should come in any second now. One squad lead. Bodinga jumps off. Blind Panda. Can he intercept him in time? Bodinga jumps. Blind Panda. Oh, Blind Panda gets taken out. All right, so Omen will begin leaking some bodies off of that. Okay, we'll try to pay attention, but it looks like Bodinga is going to head over east. Oh, the China guy comes on in and gets him. Looks like Panda put up his OP right in the vicinity. So they should be able to wrangle up that airhead without too much of an issue. I think the next spawn wave would have came in by now, so just Bodinga just went off of it. Not much else. Blind Panda, Kim Jong-woo, come on in here. And so they'll look to wrap up this airhead momentarily. China guy coming across. And approaching from multiple sides. Here we go. The spawn should come in any second, I believe. China guy comes up, goes to dismantle it. Nope. Okay, it is locked in time. And so Helios deals with that airhead. Do have static that has made their way into the back. Did take out a garrison up here to the north. Oh, recon flare goes up immediately. One jumbo peeking out to the church area. Actually, hold on. We have two jumbos up here by the church. One over there to the right side, trying to peek down the alleyway down here. Where we do see one Tiger. Flare's going to pop forward from Scharfschütze. Will they be able to get a double clap tap at the BAP on here on this Tiger? Tiger's working its way forward. It pauses. Fleischwurst jumps on out. Trying to scan the perimeter. Oh, this other Tiger right here takes a shot. Oh, there's two Tigers right here. Okay, two Tigers. One Tiger takes a round at it. Other Tiger begins to push forward. Tiger takes around. Is there that many places for them to go? Precision strike in this area will be really difficult, everybody. So just keep that in mind. All the trees and little walls and everything. Omen's tank begins to back up right here. Other Tiger firing back. I think the flare is going to be... Yeah, the flare is going to pick up both those heavies. Can Helios get a double tap? I don't think so. The other Tiger begins to back up. Will we see the 76 push, or they've taken a hit as well? Looks like one heavy... The heavy to the left is okay. The heavy to the right is damaged. So we may see this jumbo push. It's going to be Wix, Matthew, and Ready Fishy. Looks like they're going to hold back. They're not going to push. Too many raspberries in the area. Too big of a risk right now. They're going to continue exchanging blows. Take a look at the map situation. Really strong line for Helios once again. Seeing the southern little penetrations contained. And one of the Tigers gets popped over to the right. Okay. So one of the matters gets settled. One down to one heavy here. Currently double repairing right now. Cooked and Terry coming over. Could they have a chance? Cooked maybe putting down a proxy satchel on the wall. Yes, he does. So Cooked will get that on, and that heavy will be damaged. Frosty Dwarf doing his best to repair. But they're in a little bit of a pickle. We hear another Tiger come up, I believe. Yep, another Tiger relocates. Help support. Just in case the double jumbos decide to push. And that satchel's going to go off right by this Tiger. Satchel's not that far away. Should damage it a little bit. Satchel's going to go off here. Tiger is damaged. And man, are they in a tight situation right there. But we have 3 heavies now up on the board for Helios. It'll be 3 heavies versus 2 Tigers, I believe, or possibly 1 Tiger coming in from mid-HQ. And the Tiger looks like it's going to try to scale the wall. It's going to... No, it's having second thoughts. Oh, it tried to go through that gap right there, but it went on top of the vehicle, then thus went on top of the wall. Jumbo was right there to intercept it. Thought they were gonna flip. Oh, they're gonna try again. The Omen Tiger is trying to get up there. Round sails in 4 for the Jumbo. And the Tiger is gonna be trapped in that little pocket. The Jumbo's gonna make a push here. There's gonna be Wix, Matthew, and Ready Fishy. They're gonna go for it. They're not gonna let the Tiger have a chance to repair. Pity Plotch tries to get it done. Jumbo's angled a little bit too far. Nope. Tiger gets the first round in. Jumbo. Yeah, Jumbo knocks it out. Alrighty, so that'll clean up that. Then we're going to have one more heavy back here for Omen. Over here to our left, the one that's already taken a shot. Good little tank exchange there. Good little tank exchange. Greyhound down to the south. Pisces, of course. Pisces, notorious in Helios for being the whammo police. He will hunt you down relentlessly if you get into our backline and not let you breathe comfortably. He will be on your ass, in your ass, all over it. Doesn't matter. So Pisces will stay down here and help hold back the infantry, providing himself enough distance away from any potential Panzerschreck shots. Helios getting in control of town center. One Jumbo is close to penetration. Gibbs going up its Novus. We've seen, Helios maintain that line, and they can crack just a little bit of the defensive Omen here. Stuka's coming on in. Sounds like it's right here on the Jumbo. Ooh, lands right behind it and does not take it out. The Jumbo will begin to repair with that repair station not too far away. Yeah, Shadow, Knights. Proxy Satchel goes on. 2 Jumbos shifting over here to the north. Probably looking to double tap that Tiger back here. Tiger's right here. Will it be caught off guard? One jumbo peeks. Gets a shot in. Don't know where the other jumbo's right behind him. Other jumbo's right behind him. Looking for an angle. Oh, they rick. Tiger, though, is trapped. There's going to be nowhere for them to go, and the jumbo pops it. All right, so Helios with some excellent armor play off the opening. In this part, almost near halfway through the match, I should say, to wipe out 1, 2, 3 seen 3 Tigers go down in the past 5-6 minutes or so. And not a single loss of a 76. So looking really, really solid. Omen should have one more Tiger coming up here momentarily. I think it's been long enough where we should see him. Town center control still in favor of the Axis, though. Baby Burn, legend Baby Burn himself, rocking the sniper role today. Looking to throw a smoke grenade down the alleyways. The jumbo approaches. Baby Burn knows he is helpless against his 76. Baby Burn throws another nade. '76 begins to move down that way, trying to apply some cap pressure. Other jumbos working their way behind here. Just trying to provide some rear cover just in case Omen is able to get some armor behind him. Rocket comes to the back from Frosty Dwarf. 76 begins to back up right out here. Gets another rocket in, but it won't be quite enough, but a good self-sacrifice there by Frosty Dwarf. Omen's holding on. Helios trying to close on in here. Let's go, while we have this little break, let's go check in the back line for Helios. See if they have anything going on back here. Everything is all spigot span, gas mask, charged, campo back over down here. Making sure everything is nice and clean. Pushing on eastward. Nothing going on over there. Popo's out there to the distance, just trying to harass him. Trying to sneak by, but it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task. Over here to the north for Helios. Do we have anything else going on? Just doing a quick flyby? Nope, doesn't look to be that way. The line is extremely secure. Warehouse controls in favor of the Allies. $176 possibly did just get popped by Frosty Dwarf. Looks like he did. Yep, he looks like he got a rocket in the booty. He was able to take it out. Bomber run called into town center too. Next Tiger should be seen momentarily. But one of the check marks is that you need to gain church control for the Allies, and Helios has gotten that. So now they can focus on just holding that, drawing bodies from the Axis toward there. And seeing if they're able to push it straight into town center. Bomber run's coming in over. Okay, back here. Looking to get this big spawn wave over here. Bomber run comes on through. Gonna look to go over that P4 maybe a little bit. Nope, it's gonna be a little bit off. More obliterations here in the middle of the hard point. More obliterations. And this alleyway right here, Mr. Insane Bunny trying to make his way through, but it's just not happening. And Omen can't really get too much far out there either. There's one jumbo up here to the north. Looks like they're going to be outside repairing first responder right there. So 2 heavies and a third one coming up now. Plenty of resources for Helios. Almost 1,500 manpower. So plenty to convert if they need to. Commander icon down here to the south. Just checking everything out. Widow, Pop-Tart. An icon pops them. Pisces over here in the Greyhound just patrolling around. Counter bombing run coming in from Omen. Jumbo has lined up down the alleyway, looking to make some space for the infantry. Clink and Torture Pounder have made their way through there due to that. Bomber run sailing over to the north. It's going to get... I don't think maybe I've got one. Maybe I've got one. 53 minutes left to go on the clock, everybody. If you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers. I play for Helios right here. That's facing off against Omen in this match on Carentan with Town Center as the midpoint. So far, we have seen one cap going to Omen, taking Town Center. Now it's just been pretty much a slugfest back and forth as both sides try to... Omen's trying to force Helios out, and Helios is trying to force his way in. In all these little roads and alleyways. And just a good back and forth right now. Looks like Omen has gotten control back over the church. Gibbs gets Frosty Dwarf. The treacherous alleyway road into Town Center right here. Clink and Mr. Insane Bunny trying to make some magic happen here. Nopo comes around the corner, pops Clink. Mr. Insane Bunny, dies off the barrel. Yeah, those two jumbos up here were a powerhouse. But since the armor pressure was relieved... Okay. Hold on, everybody. Just make sure the server didn't crash. Okay, hopefully the server didn't crash. Hopefully the server didn't crash. Maybe it's just me. Okay, guys, just me. Close one. Okay, let me grab the password, everybody. Man, always afraid of a server crash. Always afraid. Just got disconnected, that's all. Okay, so we'll go back and join Rowdy. Rowdy. Which squad was Rowdy? Okay, so we'll find him here. We'll go and jump into the clouds. Okay, we'll go back at it. Jumbo rolling on forward. Two heavies down to the south for Helios. One rocket sails on forward. Does damage them a little bit. Middle responder jumps out, going to start the repair. Jumbo splash, or Jumbo coax goes off, gets him. Jumbo over here, watching the middle exit row of Town Center. Omen doing a really good job of just controlling all the different alleyways and not allowing Helios to penetrate really that far. Just holding them at bay. Any pressure you see up there in the progress bar is just pure sector right now. Frosty Dwarf coming on top, or coming onto the back of the 76. Friday Fishy jumps out, gets popped immediately in the head. But Frosty Dwarf is out of rockets as he has the Car 98. Okay, so the Jumbo will be down one crew member, but they're okay. Jumbo will pause there in the alleyway. They got plenty of blueberry support all around them. OP network looks really, really good. All is extended from north to south with full map coverage. Go get a POV and dig nuts. Oh, dig nuts. Hey, Rowdy, just go and kick me again. I got disconnected. Thank you, buddy. Just back and forth, back and forth. Wondering what the big breakthrough is going to be. Helios has not been able to get... I mean, there's only a few spots in the back town center to be able to get something up. I mean, everything is going to be pretty much spotted by the radar network for a moment. Don't see too much of that happening. As far as backline plays go. Donald Pump working his way over to the left-hand side. Going against Molabob. But Hula comes in from the building. Takes him out. Alex Avencia. Keizo working away to the left. Rocket Tails on forward from China Guy. Rowdy over here to the top of the screen. Going against Ark and Rhoda. These fellas responsible for the perimeter. Ultimate deep perimeter defense here. Kim Jong-un, Rowdy. They've been playing together for a long, long time. Defense expertise. These two buddies. Rowdy gets popped. He tries to peek over there. Kim Jong-un trying to line up the shot. Let's go get a POV of Kim Jong-un. He takes him out. He's going to take a second to reload and head on forward. Kim Jong-un sees his buddy go down to the right, taking some shots right there to left shoulder. Toba's out there in the distance. Does Kim Jong-un have a line of sight here? Oh! No, he does not. No, he does not. And these buddies up here will keep it going back and forth, back and forth. Church control in favor of Omen with 47 minutes left to go. Helios trying to crack the nut, but just can't yet. Omen's making a little bit of space over here in front line. Just a tiny, tiny bit of space. With the help of artillery, of course, shutting down the trenches of Meekrind. Armor situation for Helios. We have 1, 2 jumbos, 3 jumbos, 4 jumbos. I believe we have 4 jumbos. No, it's Pisces over there. Okay. So Pisces is in a medium, maybe? I can't see the number of dots. Just 1 dot, so he's in a Stewie, I think. Okay. But map edge to map edge control, still good to go. So the allies at any time could coordinate a push somewhere. Just got to figure out where that's going to be. Jumbo moving back slightly as it begins to see a little bit more raspberry pressure here. Reflex, triple star reflex. Oh, peeked a little bit too soon. Peeked a little bit too soon. And the Jumbo wipes him out. Camp pressure once again begins. Remember everybody, this is going to be pure sector as Helios has a whole bunch of bodies around here. Oh, one Omen has made his way into the back. Eversman. Excel comes on in, though. Excel intercepts him and takes him out. And that was the only Omen penetration I think I've seen. Jimbo continues to splash. We'll take a look at the Omen positioning for their heavies. Tiger carcass down here. Jumbo to our right. Where might be the tigers? 1 tiger in town center, maybe? We have a Panzer IV over to the right side of church. 2-man Panzer IV, just trying to hold the infantry back. Camp progress is 50%. With nobody inside the circle from Helios. So Omen pulls a few bodies back here just to help offset it, but we may see a front door push actually. The Jumbo's leading the charge, creating some space. And the Helios infantry is able to make its way up here. Don't see any tigers coming down the alleyway or road or anything towards the hard cap. So Helios may have a chance here to rush it front door, but now Omen calls back a whole bunch of bodies, pops multiple flares to help figure out what exactly was causing that. But Helios is nipping at the heels of this town center control. Jumbo's moving on forward. They may... Wix, Matthew, and Ready Fishy moving on forward. Taking out a decent chunk of raspberries with him. Airhead has been called in the town center. Commander Icon not waiting. Looking to drop it there, possibly pairing it with a bombing run. Given that there's no real blueberry support right there. Omen starts a flood on forward. Panzer forward to the north did get popped by Church, I believe, and Helios is developing a good situation. Airhead will be landing right over there, buddies. Right over there in the little courtyard. Will we see a bombing run paired with it, though? Because there's not much coverage here, unfortunately. It's going to be landing right here, right? Should be right there somewhere. It's fallen. Smoke comes on in. Bombing run comes in from Omen. It's going to flatten the front door push a little bit. That 76 is going to be fully tracked. Airhead's fallen. Eversman may have put down a proxy satchel. Not too sure. He was there for a second, then ran away. Yeah, he put down a proxy satchel. Okay. Bubialich also there. Eversman waiting for the satchel to go bababadooey. Bombing run called into rail, crossing into the front line back here. Looking to maybe get a front door garrison or something. Helios all over this. Eversman waiting for a satchel to go off, most likely. Should be any second. Oh, big spawn wave comes in from Helios. No satchel from Eversman. I wonder if it was a minute satchel. Oh, man, it was. And it wipes out everything. It wipes out everything. Alrighty. But Helios still getting some good map control, or getting some good cap pressure right here. Bomber run sails over to the back line. Looking to wipe out some garrisons or something back there that they spotted. Backline OP also gets put up. So we have one solid outpost back here. Squad lead did not come in, but that's going to be Donk Swan. And now Helios' attack is forming up. They found a couple gaps, and here we are. It's developing all around. Into the hard camp they go. One jumbo is in there, ladies and gentlemen. Second jumbo is in support, maybe ready to go at a moment's notice. It's watching the back alleyway, make sure that Omen's not able to flank around. Sounds like we have a defensive airhead coming in from Omen. Yes, it is. And Helios is in control. The jumbo is outside the circle, though. Oh. Outside the circle just a little bit. They're backing up, though. They're backing up. They're feeling the pressure from the satchel player, most likely. That's why. But there are other big buddies right there to help protect him. Eversman looking to possibly put down another one. Wix jumps out as well to start repairing. Eversman's got white, but he could have put something down there on the wall. And it looks like Helios will go up 3-2 here. Airhead's going to fall for Omen, but it should be wiped instantaneously. Airhead's going to land right by Excel, and it goes bababadooey. Okay. There we go. So Helios goes up 3-2 with 40 minutes left to go, everybody. Very, very solid match. Take a look at the map situation. Post-camp, we do have King Squad, Fox Squad over there working their way towards rail crossing. All the defensive bodies, of course, going the derailed train sector, going on the attack. One garrison, two garrisons. Yep, garrisons. It'll probably look to dismantle maybe this one up here. Looks like Queen Squad may take that one out momentarily. Town center control in solid favor. Owen's back here trying to make some stuff happen. Blueberry's back here for Helios, though. Checking everything about. Baby Burn getting some elevation, trying to take out one. Does. Ernest takes out another. Okay, yeah, so Helios just working on cleaning out the sector right now. Just pushing out in all sorts of directions. To make sure that everything is secure and the tanks are pushing on forward as well. Jumbo relocating up here to the north somewhere. Another Jumbo moving on up. 1, 2, 3 heavies on the map. This Jumbo, of course, watching the alleyway, or watching the road, one of the main entrances in the town center. Looking for any approaching tigers down here. Do we have any approaching tigers? Don't see anything. Actual spies. So it looks like Omen just has snuck by one outpost near here. Any pressure on rail crossing has gone away. Helios just focusing now on just cleaning up this G column. Garrison close to town center down to the south, one up there. Looking to get another one up here to the north by Able Squad. Tiger, there's one of the tigers from Omen. Trying to find a nice safe spot. So Omen's maintaining the line as well. I mean, as long as Helios did. So Helios maintained their pressure on town center, but they have a little bit more map control than Omen did. Franz looking to beat the corner, going to Papa Bear Baker, but Papa Bear Baker takes him out. Reflex, flips. Foxhole Norman on the far south. Wonder if they found something. Ah, yes, they found the commander from the Axis side. It's going to be Commander Zoroko. Coming over here, may have had a supply truck with him, and that's why Foxhole's rocking the AT load out. But nothing else has made it to the back line. Everything looks good to go. One medium down here. It's going to be most likely Pisces. Yes, it is. Pisces is going to be watching this alleyway over here. Holding back the Omen infantry. Yeah, so Helios with really good street coverage right now. Using their tanks to hold these long roads. Terry peeking in the corner, trying to give it a shot. Nope, doesn't make it too far. Cooked. Stuka has been called in. It sounds relatively close. Over here to the left, it sounded like, yep, we got this 76 right there, to the north of Warehouse. So Omen themselves are going to be looking to capture Warehouse first, then move on forward to Church to get this all established. Donald Pump, Tomato coming in, but they both get taken out. So Omen will be able to wipe that OP and slowly make their way down to the south to capture Church. So Helios, we may see some bodies from Helios move over to Flex to Abel's OP. Huzzah, maybe looking to reset up here to the north and counterflank on Church and Warehouse. To prevent Omen from establishing anything up here. Blind Panic gets popped. Jumbo 76 spawned in over there to the middle. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 heavies. 3 heavies still. And that's what you see competitive teams maintain most of the time, are 3 heavy tanks, and then they'll have some other type of tanker that grabs a light, medium, or something. Only exceptions, of course, being maps like Foy, where you may see 4 heavies. Puma coming around. This is always a good test of a team and see what their AT discipline is. 1 OP gets wiped by the Puma. For 3 seconds, nobody comes back on in. An AT for the Americans is actually a pretty stellar, so should that be pretty common? You get the M1 Garand, you get the bazooka. What's not to love? Shadow looks to be coming up here to intercept it, possibly. Puma gets stuck on the wall. The rocket barely misses him. Shadow's going to load up again. Try to get the Puma before it's able to escape. Shadow, though, gets wiped. Okay. Oh, but a rocket comes in from Aragon anyways and takes it out. Did it get the OP in time? Nope, the OP's all good to go. Alright, so the Puma doesn't last that long. Church control goes in back in favor of Helios. And Omen's doing a really good job of holding everything here, so don't expect too much 4th point pressure. We'll see if Commander Icon decides to throw maybe an airhead some here to the top, maybe an H3 or something, or on the bottom, just to leak some bodies across. Supply jar coming to the back. He does have supplies back here to work with. Tiger also going toe-to-toe possibly with the 76 down there. Looks like we had Ready Fishy jump out to maybe get on B down this heavy. Panzer IV is pushing on forward, maybe to take a round. Maybe it'd be the sacrifice there for the heavy to get the first shot on the jumbo. Panzer IV is going straight down the road. Okay, they take the shot. Served on a silver platter there for the jumbo. Easy peasy, up and easy. Sounds like the jumbo also got the first shot on the Tiger. Take a look back here. Tiger gets one in, and they're going to look to... We have 2 Tigers here playing tag with them. 1 Tiger to the back left. Repairing right now. The jumbo actually may be confused. No, because they're going to be 2 different totally locations. So the jumbo did back up. Okay. The jumbo's backing up. Will repair. They'll be just fine. No precision strike attempt here from Commander Icon yet today. I mean, it's difficult in Town Center. It really is. I rarely see successful precision strikes here. 1 Tiger. No, Sherman. Okay, medium Sherman. Pisces trying to make a little defensive action happen here. But of course, when you solo a tank, it's always going to run into those difficulties. AT players sneaking up all around you. No Frog didn't make his way inside here, but unfortunately for him, friendly artillery was there to greet him. And it looks like the jumbo by Wix will give it another shot down the alleyway. Lines relatively holding though. Church control. They're maintaining church control. As expected, the OP's up here establishes a reflank and pushing Omen back over here to the east. So Helios did lose a little bit of ground up here to the north, but they were able to gain it all back here. Southern control looks solid. They're trying to probe up here to wipe out the main mass of Omen's Meekrine units. But of course, it's easier said than done. Robo's gonna get one shot in. Drachi. Coming over, jumping. Takes out Blind Panda after a couple of hibbity hops. Takes a second. Robo heard those Gavari rounds. Robo's looking down to put down a proxy satchel just in case it doesn't work out for him. Proxy satchel is placed. Robo will walk away. No. Oh, he heard the garrison, or he heard the OP. So he put down the... He may have enough distance there. I'm not too sure. Motobob gets wiped. One proxy satchel goes off. Robo's going to peek, but it will... Oh, no, let's see. Let's just stay here and see if it has the distance. It's right there on the wall. It's going to go off in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. He's going to get the... All right, so it does get the OP. Very solid OP takedown there by Robo. Recon plane goes up here. We have one jumbo from Wix that is making their way all the way to the front line. Trying to get an angle on that Tiger, and it does, and it takes it out. Comes all the way around, uses the truck as coverage. The other Tiger, though, does have a bead on him. 76 gets one in. The Jumbo's trying to do a quick double repair to make something happen. The Tiger hits the pole. The Tiger hits the pole. The Jumbo's going to be able to fire back. But I think the Tiger dove behind, though. I think the Tiger dove behind. Yeah, the Tiger retreated. Tiger retreated. Mommy run coming in from Icon over there on the border. 27 minutes left to go, everybody. If you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers. I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Omen versus Helios matchup here on Carentan with Town Center as the midpoint. So far, we've seen two caps. First going to Omen, and then Helios, after maintaining a very, very solid line, was able to find some holes in the Omen defense and crack that nut and push on forward here to capture Town Center. And now they are solely trying to clean up this line. They have just took out 2 Tigers right here, actually. 3 Tiger carcass in front of us. I think there was one from earlier, maybe. But it looks like Helios will have the armor advantage with 26 minutes left to go. Pop turn. One-on-one exchange right there. No real red zone. We do have one launch garrison right here, though, right on the border, right by that heavy. So that could prove very, very useful, depending on how aggressive Helios wants to get here. But it's a long way to rail crossing. It's a long ways there. On the treacherous streets of Carentan. Frosty Dwarf looking to make a play in the backline. Clink may have seen him. Clink hits a mine. Frosty Dwarf looking to get another rocket in the back of the Jumbo. But nope, taken out. Taken out. Looks like Ben or Papa Bear Baker were able to wipe him. And the Jumbo's trying to find a spot to park itself. Helios has to know that they have big armor advantage right now. Charlie Squad. We have Sugar as well, working their way over to rail crossing, trying to see if they're able to get a little bit of pressure there. And the Jumbo begins to mop up the raspberries, but we do have a spawn back here from Omen that's looking to make a play. Russell Tia. Let's go get a POV of Russell Tia as he makes his way over to that Jumbo. Oh, no, wrong building. Okay. Oh. Oh, but a rocket comes in from Papa Bear Baker and wipes out Russell Tier as he was going to go for it. Frosty Dwarf, though, looking to line up another rocket at the back of the Jumbo and takes it out. All right, so the Jumbos are being dealt with, but they're able to gain a whole bunch of ground. Helios, though, with a lot of resources. So they should be able to get another Jumbo up here. Any amount of other... No, spawn one in about 2 minutes, and then they'll be up here another 3 or 4. Let's go check out the back line for Helios. Lots of different spots to monitor, of course. We do have Arc. It's working their way to the back. More spots on the axis, or for the Axis to make something happen on the Ally side than there is for the Allies to make something happen on the Axis side. So there's a lot more little areas you could put garrisons over here on the E column versus dealing with these narrow roads of the Axis. We saw that OP go up over there from Helios earlier to help cap the point. Ever gone up here on the top? And remember, everybody, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you just have a second. Jumbo over here, retreating a little bit as a little group of raspberries comes on forward. Frosty Dwarf looking to get a backwards booty shot. He does get one in. The Jumbo's facing the other way, unfortunately. Frosty Dwarf looking to line up a second one here. Frosty Dwarf reloads, fires. Rix gets blasted. And then Jumbo will begin to repair here momentarily. Sugar Squad working their way to the east. Charlie Squad over here on the border. Warehouse control in favor of Omen. One Jumbo up here. Down to one crewman. Shadow's the only one left. Trying to angle himself back away from the enemy. Raspberries have a little bit of distance to cover. Alexis over there to the left. Donald Pump. Donald Pump no doubt heard the Gewehr, taking a second to put his satchel down just in case he gets wiped. He does from the back. Proxy satchel's down though, as an insurance policy. Kim Jong-un, Rowdy, and the China guy all making sure that northern sector is all clear. Airhead plane called in. That's going to be an Axis airhead. Coming in somewhere here. Looking to make a little bit of backline action happen. Arc is not too far away. Could have put up his OP. And they could maybe rush quick 5 more raspberries near there. Yep, there's Arc's OP right there in the trenches. Working their way eastward. And this airhead will fall. Rocket sails on forward. Greyhound from Pisces is back here. Pity Plach, though, comes up and pops it with one rocket right to the face. This airhead will fall. Won't have much coverage, but we'll see how Helios responds to it. Robo coming back here. Oh, the airhead's falling to the left. Okay, airhead's falling in this little courtyard. Robo won't have... And Rotor's coming over forward. Strafe run comes through. Robo coming across the corner. Robo opens the pistol. Bombing run from Omen. Robo's trying to defend himself, but nope. One able to. Pop-Tart's coming on through. Pop-Tart's next. Pop-Tart wipes out one. Pop-Tart's going to go for Pity Plach. Trying to use the BAR right here. Pop-Tart. Oh, he's out of ammo. He's got to reload. Oh, he's going to... Oh, Pop-Tart. No, and he takes him out. And Excel comes around the corner and pops the airhead. Alrighty, so that was a little interesting little episode right there. But Helios was able to recover and be just fine. Garrison number looks good, just missing maybe one garrison up there to the north. Under 20 minutes left to go. Under 20 minutes left to go. Towards a ponder, middle responder. Jumping out to repair the Jumbo. No real threat right now. Omen's tanks. It's going to be difficult for the Axis, obviously, to push their tanks down these long streets. Clink, Widow working together here, trying to force their way into rail crossing. Widow peeking up on a rocket fired as an insurance policy. Oh, Widow gets taken out. Clink. Clink looking to dive. No frog. No frog. Diving behind the cart right there. Clink. No frog takes him out. Okay, but that garrison is right there for Helios. So they may be able to flood some more. But Omen does not want the front door to be left undefended, obviously. So they're going to threaten this with everything they got. At least extra, that is. Clink gets popped coming off the OP. Widow's trying to hold this alleyway. Grenades are sailing off, and Widow gets absolutely demolished. And Omen will flood this area now as they work their way up towards the garrison. OP gets wiped. Garrison gets locked from the back from Nivkus. And down she goes. Okay. So Omen wraps up that, and they'll push on westward here. And they're closing 18 minutes. Squad lead Popol has made his way down through. Blind Panda. Popol puts up his outpost over here in the bush. A couple bodies come on through. No support. No support for possibly a garrison swap. Fox Squad's OP is lighting up, though, so they're going to know somebody is back here. And Blind Panda's looking to deal with it. Blind Panda coming across the corner. Oh! Just a little bit too quick. Static and Rhoda. And the medium's going to know somebody is there. That's going to be Pisces, no doubt. Pisces is going to begin to back up. Or he may try to give it a shot. Static is looking to run around here, rocking the ST, nope, MP40, I believe. Yep, MP40. Static. Rhoda is going to try to chase down the medium. As long as Pisces keeps booking it, though, he should be fine. Oh, Pisces hits a mine. Pisces slows down a little bit. No. Rhoda's going to be able to put a satchel on him already. So Rhoda will get himself a nice medium takedown. As Pisces, unfortunately, won't know what hit him. Okay, take a look at the map, everybody, with just not that much time remaining. Supplies falling down to the south. Situation looks pretty solid for Helios. But once again, anything can happen on Town Center. We've seen it before. Luke's rolling on forward. That satchel's about to go off here momentarily. Luke's gets popped. Well, one shot from the 76, of course. Down goes Pisces. And Omen has a little bit of a backline spawn moving in. So can they do the same thing to Helios as Helios did Omen with the backline spawns? We saw that OP cause havoc. Can Omen repeat that same process? What do we have for the tanks? We have one jumbo, two, and then I think we should see a third. We're sitting at 1250 fuel, so there must be a third on my screen somewhere. One, two. Just missing where that third is. Temporarily blind, but that's okay. Okay, assuming it's out there somewhere. Recon plane called up over train station. Satchel goes off on one jumbo down here. So that's going to be... Okay, that was the third. Okay, so we had 1, 2, and that was the third down there. Okay. But no worries, they have 1,300 fuel, 1,400 manpower, and 643 munitions. So Commander Icon's sitting nice and pretty. There's 14.5 minutes left to go. Backline patrols increase. Gas Mask, Pop-Tart, Blind Panda, Kim Jong-Ubu. Rowdy all patrolling back here. Charge control in favor of the allies. Omen, though, starting to load up front door a little bit more. But remember, they have a long ways to go here. Long ways to go. Zim peeking out against Kapka. Nades come over from the right, though, and wipe that out. Commander Zeroko from Omen, making his way straight down the road, comes up against Torture Pounder. And Zeroko is going to tell himself that, hey, oh man, that was close. Zeroko coming up, Ben, though, was waiting for him. Ben, oh no, Ben falls victim. Oh, Zeroko over here on a little bit of a frag streak. And has made himself... but Clink comes around the corner and gets him. Oh man, Zeroko for a commander. That wasn't too shabby there, buddy. That wasn't too shabby. Yeah, everything looks really solid. Everything looks really solid. But once again, you never know. As we didn't really see that Helios push coming on Town Center. It's sort of... there was some reallocation of bodies right front door with the jumbo to create some space. And then further attack at the back line with the outpost just all timed perfectly together. Caused enough chaos, and Omen was forced out. Bodies up in the church. We got Aragon on MG and the element as well. Aragon just monitoring those approaches into Town Center. With the coverage of the church, obviously. One jumbo positions itself to cover this main alleyway. Expect to see another jumbo move over there towards the middle. One jumbo coming in from this middle road. Backup supplies falling near that garrison. Stuka's coming on forward. No idea where that one was going through. Bombing run called in the front door. This will be most likely the last bombing run of the match. We'll have one with about 1 minute 30, maybe 1 minute 40 left to go. Then Omen's airhead will be ready as well momentarily. Go see how this bombing run does. It could be juicy heading over here to the front line. Gets one. Remember, the competitive average is 3, everybody. Competitive average is 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 frags. 9 hits. Nice job. Oof, man, 9 is a juicy number for a bombing run. That is a juicy one. 2 Tigers down here for Omens, trying to stack up front door, getting ready for their final push. So there's going to be 2 Tigers and a P4, but this Tiger's going to have a little bit of trouble getting back out the alleyway. Yes, they did, and they get popped. The jumbo from middle takes advantage of that and wipes them. Okay, so they're going to have to remove that carcass, actually. Or if they want to make their way down there, they're going to have to remove that carcass. Elements, swift. Nades being tossed back and forth. Bombing run coming in. This will be the last Omen bombing run. Going straight through the middle of Town Center. Don't know if we're going to see a push just yet. Usually you run the strike and then the Tigers push on forward down the road. But don't see any movement there. Jumbo will be fully tracked, but they're going to have enough to peek out here and back out if they need to. Jumbo begins to peek. Jumbo begins to peek. And, oh, they get double tapped, I believe. Was there a double tap? Was that a double tap or was that... oh, it was a double... Oh, no. Just one tap. Just one Tiger. Interesting. I thought they would have survived at least one shot. Maybe the bomber run did some hull damage. Tiger just got him in one, though. Unless the Panzer IV was able to get him into the side and that was the double tap. Huh. I wonder if that was the case. I wonder if that was the case. Okay. So the Jumbo in town center is lost, but we do have another one to replace it. They're going to be right back in that spot, ready to go for these final few minutes. Both sides using their bomber runs, so we most likely won't see any for the rest of the match. Airheads, though, are a possibility still. Helios will most likely use their airhead for defensive purposes. We do have a couple bodies working their way. Rhoda has made his way into the back. Coming to the back of the 76. And middle responder, first responder, last responder do not have an eye out, and the satchel gets placed on the right butt cheek. I'm pretty sure I saw it there. 76 spins around. A middle responder jumps out. Middle responder's looking for the satchel. Jumbo. Middle responder's going to be very exposed, though, unfortunately. Going over to the back. He sees it, but he gets gunned down. Okay, so we're going to lose this heavy in the back of the point for Helios. And down she goes to Rotor's satchel. So we'll have to see if the Tigers now get that intel so they push up. And Omen, what to see here? Let's see. Helios' infantry is going to have to make up for that. We have one Jumbo coming up from the middle road right here. They're going to still be a few minutes out, though. We have one heavy down to the south and then one recon vehicle. Position still looks solid, though. Position still looks solid. Booby Alive falls to the map. Heads on down to wherever that is. One Jumbo relocating to town center. No Tiger push down the main road, though, for Omen. We have one P4 right there, one Tiger over here. So I thought they were going to be pushing. I thought they were, but I guess not. I guess they have other intel. Because there's not much time to make something happen. I thought the Tiger, or the Hours tanks were going to push. Maybe drop an airhead behind them and see what kind of magic can happen there. Last low reflex. Both fall through the map. Torch Pounder goes 1v1 versus Otis. Gets popped. Yeah, I don't see the commitment here from Omen that I was expecting, I guess. You got 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Camp progress begins. Just a little bit. It's going to be pure sector right now. But then again, that's how it began with Helios. Got a spawn wave from the back. Popol looks like he got his OP up. We don't see multiple squad leads or multiple classes. That's the first thing you look for on stream to see if there's a squad lead or multiple AT players, which tells you that there's at least 2 OPs or a garrison back here. Which doesn't look to be the case. 5 minutes left to go. Do we see the Omen armor pushing their way now? Yeah, we see the Panzer IV leading the charge. The Jumbo's a little bit back farther, along with the next ones. We have 2 heavies over there to the west. Should see the next airhead called in momentarily. Tiger positioning for the Axis. Let's take a look here. 2 Tigers making their way down the road. Okay, so this is going to be it. It's 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Omen's going to go for it right now and see if they can make some magic happen here in the middle of town center. Helios still looks like they're well prepared. Mr. Insane Bunny coming over to the back of the P4, but he'll most likely get absolutely obliterated by the protecting Tigers in the back. Panzer IV comes into the hard cap. The Jumbos are going to be able to relocate here momentarily. Jumbos. How are the Jumbos going to play this? This is going to be a very delicate situation. This is a make or break here for the Jumbos. As whoever comes out ahead on this tank battle will most likely win this. Reinforced dropped in town center from Commander Icon. These Tigers are going to face some harassment from infantry, of course. Round sail, Rick off the turret of the 76. Proxy Central goes off. The Panzer IV, I think, is relocated over there to the left. Oh, no. Oh, Tiger. Panzer IV gets popped. Cap progress still coming in. Jumbo should have a round on that Tiger here any second. Tiger gets the first round in. Rocket sails on forward from Donald. Pump wipes the infantryman. 76 backs up Yuz. Look at the repair here real quick. Tiger would need to push right now. Tiger would need to push. But maybe they got the one shot in too, so the Jumbo will be able to take advantage of it. Another rocket sails on forward down to the south. Wipes out Wicks and his tank. Rowdy, though, comes in. Wipes out Pope. So now the tankers will switch over to the infantry role to help support this last minute worth of defense here. Blueberry spawn in over here to the south. Omen wipes out a big chunk. They're going to push on forward here. And we're looking at the last 2.5 minutes of excitement. Omen captures one of the key houses. Helios, though, is on the other side. They have good control over the 4-story. Cap progress goes back in favor of Helios. Goes back in favor of Omen. We still have one Jumbo alive. Wicks jumps on the back to help repair his buddy. And Omen, just like that, is getting more control, but Helios does have a few spawn points inside. Remember, reinforce has been dropped. Jumbo begins to push back towards the circle. Tiger there is waiting. Tiger is ready to intercept that 76 as it makes its way forward. 76 takes one shot. They're going to be forced to back up here, I think, unless the Tiger's not fully repaired. Yep, Tiger 76 backs up. They back up. They splash one round. And the Tiger holds its ground. Over 50% now for Omen. Over 50% cap now. Recon plane heading over town center. And Omen is on the opposite side here. But we still have a few spawn waves from Helios to able to threaten them. Easy squad, Charlie squad do have potential. Minute and 30 left to go, but Omen's in the circle. Oh man, this is not looking good for Helios. The tanks are able to thwart the pressure that the heavies would provide. Or sorry, the Tiger's able to thwart that pressure. STDB armor crew over here gets the first shot of the 76 once again. Bombing run called through town center. Commander Icon just trying to get some magic happen. Nice big spawn wave comes in from Helios over there to the left, flooding back towards the hard point. That may be enough to hold it back. Oh, but artillery round wipes out a big chunk of them. Cap progress tickles back in favor of Helios. This game's not over yet. Bombing run called in. This could be a nice bombing run from Commander Icon. Coming down that alleyway. Let's go take a look. It's coming on through. It could be very, very good. Oh, man. It's coming on through here. Looks like it's just going to get one. It's just going to get Rhoda, but that may be just enough. Defensive airhead called in from oh no, it's an Omen airhead. Clock's ticking down, but there's still time for camping. Jumbo pushes on forward. That Jumbo gets popped. Cap progress goes back in favor of Helios, and they barely hold on. Oh my gosh. That last big spawn wave. That last big spawn wave saved it. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Wow. That was a crazy ending. Oh gosh. That was something else. Alrighty, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me today. We saw 2 caps. We're going to give our commends to Commander Icon, of course. So yeah, 2 caps. First going to Omen, then going to Helios. Then we saw that last. Helios almost lost it there. That was pretty wild. That was really, really close. That was pretty crazy. But that one big blueberry spawn wave came in and saved it. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy. Everybody, well, thank you for joining me. Before you take off, be sure to hit that like button if you feel like it, if you enjoyed the stream. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe. And of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Everybody, well, thank you for joining me. I have one more stream left today. That'll be at 6 p.m. Central. Switching back over to console between 2.6 and 6.26. So we'll see what happens there. Everybody, I'll see you next time. Have a good one, buddy.